Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing some partly cloudy skies out there this morning and another hot and humid day. Temperatures climbing into the mid 80s at the moment. Seeing those heat index values in the upper 90s. We do have a heat advisory in effect from 10 a.m. to 1700 local today. So expecting a hot and humid day. Seeing slightly breezy conditions as well with winds out of the west at around 11 knots, gusting up to around 18, 19 knots. And expecting another round of some showers and storms as we go into the evening with a cold front approaching the area. We do have a slight risk from the Storm Prediction Center of seeing some stronger to severe storms embedded within that activity. So another active evening this evening. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have a surface trough just off to the west and the cold front that will be moving into the area a bit further west off towards the Appalachian Mountains. And that will be moving into the area. It's going to provide a break in the humidity, and we will see some that push to shower activity just off the coast and then stall out just to the south and southeast. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have some west-southwesterly winds pretty much throughout the entire column, seeing our peak wind of 44 knots at 25,000 feet and freezing levels at 14,900 feet this morning. If we look at the current visible satellite with the composite radar overlaid on there, we can see pretty quiet across the region at the moment. A few showers off to the west along that surface trough where that additional cloud cover is, but we will see as we get some daytime destabilizing of the atmosphere, we'll see showers and storms start to develop as we get into the afternoon hours and start to move into our area later on. Otherwise, we had that stiff southwesterly breeze across the region, seeing those temperatures and humidity climbing as well. If you look at the short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out today. Expected mainly dry conditions as we go through the first part of the day and into the first part of the afternoon. We'll see a low chance of a isolated shower in the vicinity, but a bulk of that activity will start to develop as we get towards the later part of the afternoon, where we'll see a slight chance after around 1300 local of a shower popping up, isolated shower or storm popping up. And then as we get past 1700 local, we can see more activity moving in the area as that boundary starts to push through. Should see most of that wrap up as we approach midnight with a chance of a few lingering showers or storms until about 2 a.m. And then we'll see things dry out and clear out as we go into the day on Wednesday. And again, we'll see that humidity dropping and a much more seasonal day for the day Wednesday. We'll see that boundary stalling off to the south and east, keeping most of the activity out of the area as we go through the day Wednesday. Overnight Wednesday into Thursday, we'll see that boundary try to lift a little further north with some of that moisture, bringing a low-end chance of an isolated shower just before sunrise on Thursday, and about a slight chance as we move through the day on Thursday of something popping up, an isolated shower or storm popping up through the area. If we zoom out and look at the European model here, we can see as we go through Thursday, picking up a little bit of that precip chance there in the afternoon hours on Thursday. And then as we go into Friday, we see this upper level trough digging into the northeast. That's going to bring another boundary in. It's going to help to push that other boundary and activity out of the area, bring some even drier weather as we go into the weekend, with high pressure building in behind that, setting up for a extended period of some quiet weather days and fairly seasonable, nice conditions as we go into the beginning of next week. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have that red risk for heat index values at or above 100 degrees as we go through the day, dropping down to an orange risk after 1600 local. Again, that heat advisory is in effect until 1700 local. We'll see the actual temperature get up to around 93 degrees with our heat index values getting up to around 102 to 107 this afternoon. We'll keep that southwesterly, slightly breezy conditions, 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 19 knots as we go through the day. And then going past that 1500 time frame, we pick up that slight chance, about a 20% chance of shower or storm, and then that increases to about 60% chance as we get past 1700 local, and it continues until about midnight. We also pick up a yellow risk for those winds that are above 25 knots, as we could see some stronger storms embedded within that activity, possibly bringing some stronger wind gusts, gusting up probably just around 22 knots, so getting close to that 25 knot range. And with those showers and storms, could see some reduced visibilities and ceilings, so we do have that yellow risk for those as well as we go past the midnight time frame, where we keep a slight risk until about 2 a.m. of a shower or storm lingering in the area. Then as we go to the start of Wednesday, we'll see temperatures drop down to about 73 degrees, wind shifting out of the northwest on the light side, and we'll see less humid and partly cloudy conditions. As we go through the day on Wednesday, we'll see partly cloudy, could see mostly cloudy times, and overall just less humid, more seasonable, and a high around 86 degrees. Expecting green conditions for our weather risk. Going into Wednesday night, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions. We'll have a low-end chance of a few low clouds or mainly mist or fog in the area. That's looking a little less likely at this time, but very slight chance of that isolated shower before sunrise as well. So do have that yellow risk at the moment for those reduced ceilings and visibilities. That chance there, but a low around 72 is what we're expecting. And as we go into Thursday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions and a slight chance of an isolated shower or storm as we move through the day. So we do have that yellow risk for precip and lightning for our Thursday. About a 20% chance with a high around 84 degrees. If we look at the extended forecast, looks very nice as we go into the weekend. Partly cloudy, slightly breezy. Warmer day on Friday with a high around 88. And we see that boundary push through, drop the humidity, and drop the temperatures back down to seasonable. Lows in the mid-60s as we go through the weekend. Highs in the low to mid-80s with a mix of mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions. And then going into Monday, we'll start to see a return of some of the humidity as well as an increase in the temperatures, high around 89, a low around 71 degrees with some partly cloudy and dry conditions. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.